A lot of new video game hardware is coming soon. We have Nintendo Switch Pro rumors, the PSVR 2 release is a couple months away, and Xbox is developing their own streaming box. Every major console manufacturer is working on something to keep their fans happy. Let's go through all of them and see what state of development or release everything's in. If you want to jump around, there are chapters enabled. Let's start with Nintendo and the follow-up to the Switch, often rumored to be called the Switch Pro. This device has existed in leaks and rumors for over a year now, and up until summer of 2022, we were getting a ton of these seemingly legitimate updates. However, when no news of the device was shown during the summer gaming season, word quickly dried up about the console. The Switch Pro has been rumored to be a much more powerful device, hopefully displaying better frame rate, with resolutions up to 4K. Two very welcome additions considering the state of a few recent first-party titles. I'm looking at you, Pokemon. Along with that was an increased screen size and much longer battery life. We did see some of these updates in 2021's OLED Switch model that was released. This version had a larger screen with a much more impressive and vibrant display. It featured an improved kickstand on the back, and the dock had a few tiny improvements like a built-in Ethernet adapter. Many think that due to the supply constraints during the pandemic, Nintendo had to shift from releasing a fully realized Pro model and instead put some of their upgrades in the welcomed but less impressive OLED edition. But after seeing how poorly Pokemon Scarlet and Violet run, here's hoping a newer Switch isn't too far away. On the PlayStation front, Sony has been busy fixing their supply chain issues with PS5s. With things seeming to be in a better place, Sony is looking to create more accessories to develop its next-gen ecosystem. Starting with the DualSense Edge. This controller is right around the corner and is coming out in a few weeks. Be sure to subscribe because we'll be reviewing it the minute we get our hands on it. The DualSense Edge wireless controller is an Elite-style controller for the PS5. This means it features far more customization options than the typical controller you'd get with the console. Players will be able to change the draw distance of each trigger in order to fine-tune how fast they want that input to be made. This is a popular option for first-person shooter fans since it allows for shots to be fired more quickly and more often. The analog sticks can also be swapped out for either high or low dome caps, which opens up different levels of comfort and travel distance. Another popular option for any Twitch style of gameplay. In addition, the entire analog stick unit will be removable and replaceable. A welcomed feature for anyone who has suffered with stick drift and been stuck replacing the entire controller. And of course, you can't have an Elite controller without back paddles. The DualSense Edge will feature one paddle on each side for a total of 2 inputs on the back. Though this is a nice option, it's curious why Sony opted for 2 and not the standard 4. Most players use the back paddles as replacements for all 4 of the face buttons. This ensures you won't have to remove your thumb from the right analog stick at any point while still having access to all your inputs. The DualSense Edge is currently available for pre-order through PlayStation Direct's online store. It's dropping on January 26th and will retail for $200. It includes all of the customization options I mentioned before, as well as a carrying case, a USB cable for charging, and a connector housing. Coming up right after this is another piece of hardware from Sony, the PlayStation VR 2. Launching about a month after the controller is the next VR headset for PlayStation, this time for the PS5. The PSVR 2 is a major step up from last gen's PSVR. It features a single cable attaching the headset to the console and 2 VR2 Sense controllers. No more old PlayStation wands. We got our hands on the device earlier this year, and I'll link to our impression video right now if you want to check that out. The PlayStation VR 2 features 2 2000 by 2040 per eye visuals offering around 110 degrees of field of view, and the same high level of comfort we've come to expect from Sony's VR offerings. The company says they're expecting more than 20 titles at launch, including Horizon Call of the Mountain, Crossfire Sierra Squad, Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue, and fan favorite Pistol Whip. Personally, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping we see Half-Life Alyx ported to this thing in the not-too-distant future. The PlayStation VR 2 is available through limited pre-orders now and launches on February 22nd for $550. There is also a Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle for $600. Finally, over on the Microsoft side, we have the Xbox Game Pass Streaming Box. Now, this product doesn't have an official name since it's only a development product that has been talked about for a while. In fact, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer recently stated that development on it was put on hold for the time being since the team was moved on to another project. That project was Xbox's push into a dedicated streaming app for recent Samsung TV models. Many 2022 and even 2021 model TVs from Samsung now have an Xbox Game Pass app that allows players to connect to Xbox's cloud streaming service. Looking back at the streaming box, however, we got a single glimpse of a prototype version in Spencer's office background. Unfortunately, the CEO stated that they were having trouble getting the cost of it low enough while still including a controller upon purchase. He feels they need to target a $100 to $120 price range to be competitive in the marketplace. The box isn't fully cancelled, but it's unclear if we'll see it anytime soon. That's everything we know so far coming in 2023, but I'm sure more will get announced. What are you looking forward to? Let me know, and thanks for watching.